What? It's the Angie Dell after party. Oh, apparently there's nobody in the I'm getting a 0 in the viewer count right up here. So yeah, I keep forgetting it's backwards. But yeah, but that's okay.
That's okay. We'll just continue working on.
Oh no! There are people there. That's kind of weird. Why it's not showing up here? I keep doing. Oh, now there's 5. Okay, that's bizarre. I guess it takes a few minutes for it to kind of bump up or whatever. Just so you guys know, Angie is not with us yet. She will be here momentarily. She's dealing with, as she put it, the Rugrats. So it's just me and Matthew and Inquisitive Quandary just hanging out, talking about, motorcycles stuff. and yard work and shit like that. Guy things, ride them lawnmowers.
Sorry, I'm not better looking.
With a well, we don't know that, dude, because all we can see is a little white thing. So
that's what makes it so funny.
We don't know what you look like.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to pick you out of the crowd.
I've been told I'm a dead ringer to Brad Paisley.
Really?
Hey, that's cool.
That's all right.
On a bad day. Show your... Because he's like famous and rich, and he can afford to look a lot better than I do.
I'm here.
There's the star of the show. Hi, Angie.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You're the star of the show, Angie.
I had to get me something to eat real fast.
That's all right.
It's not good to eat fast. Should have just brought it with you and slowly munched away.
It was not pretty.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and every time you take a mouthful, that's when we ask you a question. Yeah. So, Angie.
Yeah. Remember a waiter?
Yeah. Or a dentist.
Yeah. Ain't that a waiter?
The dentist will always ask you questions when they got shit jammed in your mouth. Mm-hmm. So what's been going on with you lately? And they understand it, and that's the part that blows me away.
However, it never ceases to entertain me when I see somebody Cookie Monster a burrito. Just beans and rice and shit flying all over the place.
We need to hang out more, IQ.
Whenever I get
I'm gonna do better and not ignore the chat this time. I'm sorry. I was starstruck.
I can't see the chat.
Oh, please. Oh, Orla's going on. Oh, Orla, do you have a stalker? Is that what I'm seeing here? What was it you put earlier that I just about fucking burst out laughing? Hang on. I gotta find it. Vagina gremlin. What the fuck that is? I don't even know.
I hear women call them crotch goblins.
Crotch goblins, yeah.
Look at his face. I should have screenshotted that.
That just almost went right over my head. Yeah.
Crotch goblins and vagina gremlins and
Rugrats.
And Julie says, "We love you, Angie." There you go.
I love you back. I feel bad.
Neil, Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I felt bad about ignoring the chat during the interview, but I don't multitask very well.
It's okay. During the interview,
I can't listen.
I have only seen a handful of people actually acknowledge the chat while they're being interviewed.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
couldn't see it.
I feel less
most of them
now.
can't see it because they're in the middle of a stream, and most people don't have, like, say, 2 phones or a phone and a laptop or their computer with, multiple apps running at the same time. They're just like, interview. That's it.
Well,
yeah, when I did,
I've got it sitting right here. I've got 2 windows open, and one's in the YouTube and one's in the StreamYard.
See? You had it right in front of your face, and you're like,
still couldn't do it. Well, I can't help it. I was geeking out a little bit.
Hey, not gonna
He's
judge.
the famousest person I know.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm really not that famous.
You're going to be, though. You're going to be right up there with Hitch and,
Oh,
and
please.
Aaron Raw and all them. Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to be ever like Hitch's level, like ever.
Well, perhaps not. That's apples and oranges, really. But you have a unique product that you're dealing with, Neil, and the resource is endless because there's always going to be fresh faces coming into the scene. There's always going to be new people and new stories, and just you're catching the underdogs, people who are coming fresh into the scene, or people that you haven't gotten to yet. There's always going to be somebody that has a deconversion story, and there's always going to be somebody that has a new story to tell that you've already had on. So I mean, you've got a wonderful product that I'm not going to use the word selling, but eventually it's going to be a moneymaker, and this has the potential to get really big. So
I
you got it,
agree.
Neil.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
Well, thanks, you guys.
I like
It feels
you.
good to know that people actually like what I
Hey,
do.
Angie. Angie, you fucking rocked that Purple Rain. I gotta fucking hand it to you. I listened to that earlier. I was out on lunch break and I played that, and you got on that mic. I'm like, oh, let's see the answer. Damn.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's my
Most
number one requested
karaoke
song.
DJs that I've ever seen can hop on the mic and hold a tune, but you rock that shit. I just have to say that.
Well, thank you very much. It's become my hobby because I'm not famous. So that's my shit. The only way I get to show off on a regular basis.
Well,
One of these days you'll hear me sing a song that I can actually sing well.
In your defense, what you were working with there was not okay. So I honestly could hear that you do actually know how to sing. I can hear
For
that.
anybody that's listening to this that did not hear my performance, quote unquote, singing Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You" on the behalf of Doc Pearson's fundraiser, I opened up my big fucking mouth and said that, I just picked the craziest song that you could expect a man to sing. And I was like, you know what? I've always, seen those reels
Was
of
it
people
I Am
failing.
Woman, Hear Me Roar?
Those fail reels where people are like trying to sing Whitney Houston and it's just like a cringe reel, like, all right, that's got to be it. If somebody donates $100, I will sing that song live. And I got a hold of Seth Andrews, getting him to promote Doc's fundraiser. And, I just wanted to send out like a little tweet or, one of his streams, just kind of, put a little plug out. And he said, no problem. I was like, cool. He ended up just donating $100. I said, shit. Not only, fucking awesome. Everybody's mind was blown because, this is Seth Andrews just donated this thing that everybody's been working like 2-3 days. People stayed up for 3 days for this. It was amazing. And then Seth Andrews donates $100. I said,
Whoa,
bitch,
really?
I've got to sing Whitney Houston now.
And did. And did it in all its glory, and it was a thing of beauty.
Never be afraid to humiliate yourself for a good cause, because I had a blast doing it. I played it back later on that day. Just, I'm like, I got to see how terrible this is. And my dog left the room. For a white boy singing Whitney, it could have been way worse. But, when I said I was going to bring Whitney back, I never mentioned anything about her to congratulate me on it. It was fun.
Did you know? Did you know that when you Google "crack whore dies at 48," it automatically brings up Whitney Houston?
That's fucking awful.
Really?
Terrible.
Yeah, it is. It's
That's
unfortunately it's true.
She died of an overdose, drowned in a bathtub. She wasn't smoking crack. And, she, by far, I didn't know her personally, but, stars, they're stressed the fuck out. And they get on these drugs because, look what happened to Michael Jackson. We drove him insane.
He was already a little crazy because he had such a shitty childhood, but yeah, Elvis and all of them, I feel bad for them.
When you're in the public eye your entire life, and all it is you see is the paparazzi and people looking at you and checking you out, and you're just the center stage all day, every day, your entire life, it's going to drive you fucking crazy. And people need to kick back and relax and try to blow some of this steam off. And, can't remember what she was taking. It might have been like Klonopin or something, but you know, she's just taking a bath, pop, and passed out, drowned. And you know, it's tragic, but that pisses me off when people go that far. You know, they have no reverence for. Take away the whole. She was an iconic star, had a beautiful voice, and take all that away. Just somebody having a tragic accident like that, and you just shit on them and just call them a crack whore dies. You know, I don't know.
Some people are just uncouth.
I get where you're coming from, but I also think it's okay to have a sense of humor about certain things. And if we are too reverent about stuff, then there's your slippery slope. Well, what's not funny? What is funny? Or, you know, what's disrespectful and what's not. So I don't think he meant any real harm for it, but I hope he didn't leave because of that.
No, yeah. I think he lost his feet.
I don't find it funny, but it's not altogether that horrible, I guess.
There he is.
Oh,
it could have been way worse, of course.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But extremely disrespectful, and considering it's, you know, it's inclusive with a loss of life, tragic loss of life, and a tragic loss of popular. Everybody knows this person life. I don't know. You're talking to Inquisitive Quandary here. That's my thing. I question. I've asked myself, what is funny? Like, have you ever really tried to define humor?
Fart jokes are funny.
Yes. Yes.
They
Fart
are.
jokes are funny. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what race, gender, or creed you are. Fart jokes are funny.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to let everybody know really quick. I think I'm the one having connection issues. So if I just randomly
You don't say.
I don't know. I was trying to listen to what you guys were saying after I made my comment, and it sounded like 8-bit Mario Brothers talk. And I'm like, what the? And I'm thinking, am I the only one hearing this?
Where in the world is Waldo right now, Randall?
No, that's Carmen Sandiego.
That's it.
Where
Yep.
in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
There you go.
I am.
You know that too well.
I'm about a half hour away from Ada, Ohio.
Oh wow.
Ada.
Yeah, it has a universe. There's some university there or something. I'm delivering treadmills.
Some university full of smart people.
Yeah, people who does their learnings. Their cipherings and their gazindas.
Them they're learning folk.
Well, not too many smart people. I'm like, oh shit, he's in my state. Where the hell is that?
You don't even know your own state IQ? I think you better be
I know
IQing
I'm in
more.
Ohio, but Ada is like never been there category. And
It's like south of Linden, isn't it?
you're asking me like I know where the fuck you're at.
You live in Ohio. Don't know where I'm at. Oh no.
I went to Ohio once, but I can't remember the name of the town.
There's more places in Ohio I haven't been.
I've been all over frickin' Ohio. I was just in Columbus. I was in Toledo. I was in Cleveland today. Where in the hell else was I? It's just been like an Ohio trip and one drop in Erie. So.
Well,
Hey, you're preaching to the choir when it comes to an Ohio trip.
Yeah. You could make an all-day event out of that shit. Just. And it was funny. I was in Toledo unloading, and I just got done, and I was in a convenience store in Toledo, and they're like, "So where are you from?" I go, "I'm from Nebraska," and they're like, "What the hell are you doing in shithole Toledo?" Like, dude, who says that?
If you came down to Florida, I could see that.
Oh, unfortunately, I go to Florida a lot. Like a lot.
Mm.
A lot.
People always ask me if it's hard to be an atheist in Texas, and I'm like, well, yeah, but what don't kill you makes you stronger.
There you go.
Well, it's hard to be by yourself and an atheist in Texas. You have to, form like organizations if you're an atheist in Texas, and we see that works out well.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's no such thing near me. So
Oh,
no such thing.
oh, I have to address something in the chat. Josiah Hansen had to spend 30 minutes at the blood bank today. But I'm assuming, Josiah, that you still actually got to donate. So
That's
thank you for that.
Good job.
And thank you, Doorknob Head, for locating Waldo in Carmen, San Diego for me.
Waldo is in Carmen's.
What they do on their spare time is none of my business.
Oh, and Neil, I wanted to let you know that from the time I was 17 until 2006, I was trying to pursue a country music career, and it didn't pan out.
All right, you're out of the chat. No, I'm just kidding.
Shit.
There's certain things you just don't want to tell me.
Okay, now what was wrong with that statement? Was it the country thing?
Yeah, haven't you seen that meme I posted where the meme I used to post where it says, "Oh, just relax, it's just country music," and it's got the picture of that thing with all the blood pouring out of its eyes and ears and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, was that from like the Ark of the Covenant, Indiana Jones?
Something like that.
No. That's Seth had that one on today.
I know what you're talking about, though, and that does
it's
fit.
just a statue, and it's like all white, and then there's blood coming out of the eyes and ears and dripping all the way down. And I've used two. One of them was in reference to country music, and the other one was in reference to gospel music. So.
Yeah, when I'm DJing around here, you got to play a lot of country music, and I have to really
No.
work very hard to control the eye rolls.
All right.
Can I please play a rock and roll song next, please?
All right. Let me ask, because this was always big in my household. Who grew up listening to Christy Lane?
Who?
Christy Lane. Oh my God, Christy Lane. Oh my God. Yes, I know who
Yes. She's still around.
Is she really?
Yes. Still doing it.
Oh my goodness.
Who's Christy Lane?
I remember the commercial.
Very famous Christian singer that's been around for like decades.
Yes.
Yeah, but she probably hasn't been around longer than Betty White.
You don't know. She might be giving her a run for her money.
Betty White is savage.
I know.
I want to be like Betty White when I grow up.
Holy shit! Wait a second. 30 minutes before you could start giving blood, and he gave 880 mils of blood in 42 minutes.
What?
What is your blood going backwards? What the fuck? I do what is it, 700 something mils? I think we can do 750, and I do it in like 6 minutes, dude. I'm still trying to break my record, which is 5 minutes, but.
Tony says Betty White was treading water as Noah's Ark went by.
I posted one the other day that's got God talking to Adam and Eve, and they're like, "Oh, this is Adam and this is Eve. Eve is your wife, and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Well, who the hell's that?" Oh, that's Keith Richards. He was here when I got.
Oh yeah, that one was great.
You could also substitute Cher in there too.
Oh my goodness, I love Cher, but oh, poor thing, bless her heart, she's just so plastic.
If I could ride the ark,
the birth of Queen
if I
Elizabeth.
could ride the rain, I would send out the dove and get that branch and get the rainbow.
And eat the
I'll
pigeon
stop now.
or dove or whatever it was. Oh, I see. Oh, yes, Nadine, you are correct. If he was doing plasma, they literally pull your blood out, remove the plasma, and then put it back. Same thing.
That's right. Okay.
And they used to take my dad over an hour to do platelets, right? So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but he'd bring his computer and watch fucking movies and shit while he was doing it.
What if you don't want them to put it back in? Can't you say, well, can't you keep that? I'll make more.
Oh no. They once they remove stuff from the whole blood, the whole blood's really not good. So they put it back and it'll be replenished within. You see, with platelets and plasma, you can go in every few weeks.
You can tell I've never done it.
Produces a lot more rapidly than whole blood in and of itself. So
I have a thing about needles.
yeah, well, yeah, but you see, I did too. But a needle for donating blood is not the same as like getting a shot. Absolutely.
No, I know. I've had blood drawn. It's not any funner.
If you have a thing for needles, you are not going to enjoy a needle at a plasma center.
Dude,
Like a
They're
fucking
fairly
harpoon.
large.
I got as close as
Harpoon.
waiting in the line at the bus at the blood
Tied to a
mobile
garden
one time,
hose.
and then there was a lady that came out and she got woozy or whatever, and I was like, forget it, I'm done.
Yeah, if I'm getting a
in front of anybody, no.
Yeah. If I'm getting a shot or getting my blood drawn, like when I'm at the doctor's, like I'm the kind of person that I have to look at it when it's going on, because if I look away, it hurts more for some reason.
I have to look
That's
at
fair.
it too, but I don't enjoy it. I'm still just an absolute mess. But if I can't look away, I have to be watching because I have to know exactly when it's going to hurt.
We can
Well,
see you,
like-
Nadine. What are you talking about? What do you mean I can't see you?
Me?
Are you trying to get in the thing? Because you're not showing up here anywhere.
You have to scroll down sometimes in your little backstage.
Yeah, I know, but it's not even there for me to scroll down. So,
Refresh.
oh, she's trying to hijack somebody else's stream.
Because-
Hijack the stream! Hijack the stream!
I wanted to make a comment, Neil. I think with your new setup, you sound a lot better than you did with your old setup.
Should I do a little ASMR for you there, Randolph? Or Randolph? I mean, Matthew. Maybe put you to sleep there. Maybe.
A little tapping or something.
Those are the ones that I like. I always go for the tapping ones because they put me to sleep like that. I don't know why.
Neil's bedtime story hour. It just
Yeah.
bedtime story.
Yeah, all you hear is like crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Snap, snap. Oh,
Once upon a time. The rest is in Morse code.
You're living on a prayer in Morse code.
Neil rolls a doobie. ASMR.
Butt pass.
I still have like a half one over here. I'll finish later, but no, I'm not lying. It's right here.
Isn't it legal? Isn't it legal there in Canada?
Like I care.
Yep. Yep,
It is, but it is. As a matter of fact, we were doing the Atheist Republic meetup yesterday that Vikram and I put together, and there were cops at the coffee shop there, and I'm like, I just have a question for you guys. Now that marijuana is legal, I can literally go over to the street corner there, spark one up, and have one like I'm having a cigarette, and they're like, yeah, pretty much. I like you guys.
Seriously, that's so not fair.
Welcome to Canada, eh?
I don't know.
Have you guys
There's
seen that video?
medical in my state, and I qualify for it, but I can't
Why?
because my jobs. They have the right.
Oh, drug testing.
They have the right to drug test me, and it doesn't matter if it's legal. I can go get a marijuana card and everything, and they still have the right to fire me because they've laid it out, and I had to sign a waiver stating,
Can
just
they
in
not
their-
alter that if it's a medicinal purpose?
No, yeah, it was
Like if there's no
explicit.
THC, right?
They
You're just
could,
going for
but they
CBD.
won't most of the time.
There's probably some gray area there, but if there's no THC in it,
Yeah, like what's the point?
I don't want it.
I think it has more to do with the insurance and stuff that they don't.
Probably.
That makes you a higher risk or something, and they're not willing to foot that cost. So
Well,
Well,
yeah,
we
but
have
the
a
sad-
There's hospitals here that
I'm not
can
agreeing
fire
with
you
it,
for
I'm
testing
saying.
positive for nicotine.
Yeah, but
yeah,
If you
Yep.
smoke at
Nicotine's
home,
not illegal.
if you smoke at
Right.
home, it's just that's their policy. They are allowed to create whatever policy they want, and you have to sign
Yeah,
it. It's-
within
it's
reason.
Condition of well, that's not reasonable, but within reason is, do you want to work here or not? sign this paper or go fucking work somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's their reasoning, and they're totally allowed to do that, and it's bullshit. Because
Yes,
I
it
could
is.
be smoking a doobie.
Dude, you want me to come down there and beat everyone up for you?
Really not.
I want Neil to come down. He'll beat everybody's ass.
Vote.
I'm a
You don't need to beat anybody up. You're Neil. You just come down and you just go like, come on. They're like, all right.
Yeah, fucking tightwads. What's wrong with you?
Hi, Faye.
Oh, hi, Wonder Lady. Or I should say Faye.
Buddy. She's my buddy. She's helping me with fan art and stuff. And
She said you look
Nadine-
amazing in red.
Oh, thank you.
Lady in
Favorite color. The power color.
Feel something with me.
And Nadine is helping me with all my tech stuff. And I'm
Why
just
does
getting
everybody
smarter
sing better
every
than
day.
me?
I don't sleep with a fuck. Oh, sleep or sing?
Sing. What do you mean? Why does everyone sleep better than me? Why would I say something utterly ridiculous like that? Seriously.
I don't know, because I hear shit. I just hear random shit that nobody
They
says.
have medication for that, my friend.
I know it's legal up there.
Neil, it's because you got a rockin' voice. You need
Well, yeah,
music
I got a
and
really
booze
note, so.
and just a lot of shit happening, and you will blow us out of the fucking water. This lovely little no, you don't do that shit. There needs to be some fucking sound happening, and you will rock some shit. Yeah, so you've got a rockin' voice, and that's hard for a lot of people that got a pleasant voice. So to each their
WC.
own. You do what
Before
you
I
do.
sing, I got to smoke like 12 cigarettes and drink like 3 beers, and then I get that.
So you can sound like Lemmy.
And I'm also, and I smoke half a joint, and I'm also like wandering all over the stage and shit. But yeah, I look like a real rock and roll star when I do.
Joan Rivers ASMR.
Oh, God.
Let me talk to you about it. What do
Oh
you think
God,
about
please no.
Come here.
Bobby, go down to the
Gilbert
store and
Gottfried ASMR.
get grandma a pack of palm walls.
Oh my god.
People you
I need to live closer to Angie. That way I have a karaoke buddy.
Right?
Yeah, there you go.
I wish I knew how to do it like online where you could do like, let's come to my channel and have a karaoke party and we'll all sing.
You
And
could
I
do
just,
it. You could do it.
They
Oh,
have
how?
Shmool. They have Shmooly, which is a pay
Shmooly.
service.
I had an uncle named Shmooly. Oh, I'm not joking.
how do you spell?
awesome.
It's actually his nickname, but that's
It's SCMULE or something like that. You can look it up on the Google Play Store.
Oh, I thought it was pronounced Smule. I had that for a
Smule.
while.
Yeah,
work?
I had it while it was
There
free,
you go, Angie.
and you can
Her
invite
face
people
is like,
to do.
really?
I'll see you next
You
week.
can you can invite people to sing with you in duets or however many people. Or I mean, it's neat, but I wasn't willing to pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got Sing Snap or something like that, and it's like you have to pay for their songs, and
Oh shit.
yeah, they only
Yeah.
like you can't, like you don't get to download what you've done. It stays on their thing, and like it's not like I could use that recording to make a video or something. So I didn't
You
have
can-
much luck with that.
Yeah,
Right.
so you can download it. People download them to their phones, and then a lot of people I know post them on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah, you
So-
can share them, but you can't have it. Like I can't put it in my computer and have that file of me singing as a recording. You can share it through the I'm talking about SingSnap. I don't know, Smule might be different, but if most
There
of the
may be a
online
way to
sharing-
make this happen on Discord because they have voice chat,
yeah,
and they are working on voice and video. So there may be a way for somebody to have, like, say you have all your music, you
Yeah.
can play it. You can play it on your end, and then have somebody else sing to the song. Now you won't have the scrolling lyrics.
right.
I don't think there's probably a way to work that out, but I don't know yet. But that seems to be the best way because YouTube, you have a ton of copyright restrictions and all types of shit that the hoops you got to jump through. Discord, It's like the Wild fucking West. As long as you're not dealing in fucking pornography or anything weird, some kid just hops on your fucking channel, gets a hold of your link, you're good, because it's all internal. It's all like a personal server invite only thing. That little karaoke, you could start your little karaoke Discord maybe. I mean, there's a few things to iron out with that, but that might be the best way to go.
That's an idea.
And then you can invite Neil.
The music to play through, because I have my karaoke program that I play all my music on, and if I try to record it out, like I'm just playing it out through the computer and trying to record into the microphone, it like it masks the music, like it's trying to mask.
You might be able to pipe it straight into the stream, though. I'd have to think about it, and then there's probably somebody that's way better at this than I am, but a way to just pipe it straight into Discord, as though you're just playing it into the microphone, not so much putting the microphone up to the speakers, but you're just playing it directly into the stream. I'm not sure exactly how that would go down. Somebody knows how to do this better than I do, but it's possible, and that's worth looking into.
I'm still learning the basics of video editing at the moment, so my tech is not too savvy.
That's all right.
I'll get there. I'm not uneducatable. I'm just slow.
I'm just looking at all the links I've saved over the past while, because I've been dealing with idiot sticks that don't believe in shit like evolution. And all these links that I have here. Speciation in real time. The pace of evolution. Transitional forms.
Oh my God, you guys should watch the shills. Oh, some of the batshittery that goes on that channel. I mean, just flat earthers, people, like the whole storming Area 51, people believing shit about the moon, and just
they're all gonna get
they
shot.
find the craziest shit, and it's ridiculous.
Pretty much.
Yep.
It's hilarious. They just tear them to pieces.
Epic.
Dick Dawson's a funny guy too, and apparently he's a virtuoso too.
Where I live, we have MacDill Air Force Base, and like an old coworker of mine, one night she was drunk and drove onto the base by accident, and she was surrounded within less than a minute as soon as she got in by troops with guns, and they made her leave, but she got in trouble with the cops and the base because of it. She had to wear a anklet for so many months because she got in trouble. Yeah, she had a curfew. Like, she couldn't work past a certain time, or she'd miss her curfew when she got home and everything. It was crazy.
Dang.
As soon as they pulled out guns, I'd be like, I'm out of here. See ya.
Like, I'm back away. I'm back away. Don't hurt me.
I mean, I'm still, for my age, I'm still pretty quick, but I can't fucking dodge bullets.
You're spry. You're spry, but not that spry.
There is no running. No, running is not a thing I do.
I've never been a runner unless somebody was chasing me. So.
Well, yeah, then you gotta run. But
it's really the only
dodge a wrench.
Yeah, I could probably dodge a wrench because they're not coming at me at like a fucking bazillion miles a second. So yeah.
Hell, I couldn't even dodge a dodgeball. Watch.
They are if you in the chat.
Naruto run. Yeah. Like shit. Like no. Not a fucking chance.
If people were going to Area 51 doing the Naruto run, they would just be sitting up in their towers, be like, "Ooh, let's pick that one." Ping, 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 ping.
Oh man, they're professional snipers. Of course they're gonna.
It's like you did.
Oh yeah. You'd
They'd just be up in the hillside, be like, "Watch, I can get 5 in one shot." Boom. There you go.
Seriously, yeah. You just time it just right.
When the bush next to you stands up.
It's like Deadpool. It's what, 3 guys with 1 bullet or something.
Well, just put a few plastic aliens in the field right on top of landmines, and you got the whole thing fucking covered.
Pretty much.
I told them to fucking drive through with armored vehicles. Good luck taking us out now, bitches.
I keep thinking of somebody running across the field in like a clown outfit, like Peter Griffin.
Oh Lord.
You guys are stupid. They're going to be looking for army guys.
please, IQ, please. I like to keep the beer in the mouth. Thank you.
So one of these days, either me or you or Duke is gonna make it squirt out of his eyes or his nose, and it's gonna be all over, and I am gonna laugh like
Somebody laughing.
I'm just really hard.
I was fluid running down the front of the camera.
I've had
Shit,
spray through my nose. It's not
like-
fun.
No,
You
more
assholes!
than carbonated.
More than
Yeah,
likely
it's
followed by a
carbon
goddamn
monoxide.
IQ.
Fuck you, man.
It's so bad. Oh god, like those people that do that stupid trick with the milk. They like,
Carol Burnett used to do that.
it's so gross.
Carol Burnett could do that. She did it on Letterman. Was like, I heard you could put milk out your eyes and stuff. She's like, yeah. He's like, okay. He pulls a glass of milk out from under the desk. I'm like, you had milk there? Like, what the fuck?
Of course you did.
Yeah, and then she did it, and of course it came out like tears. Because your eyes, your ears, your nose, they're all connected through sinuses, right? So
My daughter
Right.
can make her eyes whistle. She holds her nose and goes like
I used to do that.
you hear this whistling noise come out of her eyes. It's
Yeah, 'cause it's like right there in the duct.
I can make
I'm
my eyes
like
vibrate.
reflexive, gonna smack you.
Ah!
Stop that!
I can do that
Face is gonna
too.
freeze.
Inquisitive.
I used to be able to make.
You
my
can
eyes
do that.
vibrate.
I've only ran into like fucking 3 or 4 people that can do that. You can
Yeah.
I can't explain how you do it, but you just like
Oh, shit, I
they
can
just
still do it.
vibrate.
I
Do
can
what?
still do it. Make your eyes like mine go back and forth really quickly.
Yeah, like
Yes,
just,
yeah.
yeah.
I have no.
I
idea
used
what
to get
do
out of
that.
fights doing that shit back in like middle school. You know, somebody would like come up and like try to start talking some shit, and you just do that and like growl, and they're like, "Oh man, I ain't fucking with that dude." Like,
It's like, holy fuck, he's possessed.
Ooh,
in middle school, I seriously had the name that crazy white boy that can do that shit with his eyes.
kind of a
name's
long
not
name.
Todd,
I
is
never
it?
had to write that down.
That's a hell of a long nickname. You'd have to come up with a really long acronym for that.
Don't fuck with him, man. He that crazy ass white boy that can do that shit with his eyes, man. I ain't fucking with him.
IQ, your name is not Todd, is it?
No, actually, to be clear, it is Josh.
Okay. 'Cause I had a major crush on the kid in elementary school who could do that shit with his eyes, and his name was Todd.
Because you figure he can move his eyes that fast, he can move
He was
other
so
things that fast. or-
Who was that one guy from the Ernest movies?
Steamy in here, folks.
Does anybody remember that shit?
Oh, the Ernest? Yeah, I love Ernest.
Vern?
The Ernest movies, the heavier guy that like and he would like.
The only one I remember is Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah, the Halloween one.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
Eggs erroneous.
Ernest Goes to Camp. That was my
Ernest
favorite.
Goes to Camp. That was
Ernest
the
Goes to
best
Camp
one
was
with
my
the
favorite,
fucking
yeah.
Indians, the Native Americans. I hate the word Indians.
Well, because they're not from India. So yeah.
Yeah.
Is Jim Varney even still around?
No, he's
No, he passed.
gone, sadly.
Oh.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
early 2000s, I think he passed away. Or
Yeah.
even before 2000, possibly. You know what? This is
You know
what
what I mean?
fucking Google is for.
That's right. That's right.
True.
You know what freaks me out? Like, okay, my kids grew up with technology, right? My grandkids have technology. They don't know any other thing. I was a kid in the 80s, so we actually had video games and stuff after I got older. And why don't these young people use their Google? They will ask the stupidest damn questions on Twitter, Facebook. Well, what is a da-da-da? Google that shit. You have a brain right there in your hand if you ain't got one in your head.
The
Google is a
proper language
world
they will
conglomerate.
understand is
But why-
do you Google, bro?
Yeah.
February,
February-
bro.
I'm a Google freak. My husband will be sitting there, we're watching TV, and we do that thing where, oh look, that's that guy from that other show. What's his name? What show? You know, and we're to Google it right now. We get it all straightened out right here, and we don't even
Okay,
have to talk
so-
about it no more.
Go back, Google.
Jim
Yeah,
Varney
Google has solved
died,
so many
February
arguments.
10th, 2000.
Oh.
2000.
Yeah, right after Toy Story 2 came out, basically.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Sad.
That was a
I
sad
heard that dude ate bacon every day.
Well, that explains it.
He was really smart. You know, he wasn't the doofus that he played, but he was actually
he was
really
very
smart. and a good guy. He did a lot of charity and stuff. So
He did. He got his start from commercials.
yeah, the Bluebell commercials. Know what I mean, Bird?
Yeah,
Right
we
here.
had to climb up the roof. Vern was up there, and hey, Vern.
Yep, we used to see one of the Bluebell commercials for Bluebell ice cream.
He was awesome, that guy, man. He's funny as fuck. Oh, let's see. Inquisitive Quandary has muted himself.
I only do that.
Sorry. Sorry, I had to mute you right away. As soon as you came out of your own mute, I was like, mute.
That was great.
Mute, unmute,
I mean,
mute, unmute.
unless you want to hear this like every 30 seconds, like
So he's vaping.
Sure, vaping.
Or something.
Sure.
Something.
That's what they call it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm vaping too.
Kids, don't smoke. It's bad for you.
yeah, I ain't touched a cigarette in 6 years.
Yeah, quit smoking, kids, and then give them all to me.
Not I have touched a
It's a
cigarette
straw.
several times, and somebody hands me their cigarette, and I'm like holding it like it's got shit on it. Like,
Hollywood cigarette holder things, you know.
Oh yeah.
I smoke
At least you know
cigars.
you can at least make smoking look cool. You can be all like,
I smoke these.
what the fuck is cherry? You're smoking dynamite? Isn't that dangerous?
Smoking candy cigarette.
Kind of is.
Smoking Popeye cigarettes.
I'm
Remember
a bite a sailor, man.
Well,
that's pretty damn good.
Bunch of
That's
Popeye
hilarious.
imitators here.
I'm sorry. Smoking is supposed to smell like ass. That's just a thing. It's not supposed to smell like cherry.
I can't stand cigarette smoke. I used to smoke cigarettes.
I don't like it
And
either.
I-
I smoke anyway, so I can't stand
So,
it
you
blows in my face. None of that. So I'm a very respectful smoker. I do try not to blow it on anybody or anything like that.
Well, fuck.
Can't restrain myself if necessary.
Here in Vancouver, that you're not allowed to smoke anywhere near a building. You have to be 6 meters away from an open door.
We have some.
I'm like,
places.
that's literally in the middle of the street. You realize that, right?
A lot of the
Like, I'm just gonna go have a cigarette and dodge some vehicles at the same time.
Sorry.
yeah.
That way they can use you in a PSA that says, "See, folks, smoking
Smoking
cigarettes
kills."
it kills and makes you look like a doofus. Look at that guy out there who looks like a pirate."
I saw a commercial of the chick. She's like, when I walked through a snowstorm to get cigarettes, I knew it was time for me to quit. I'm like, bitch, I've stood in a snowstorm just like
In Calgary once it's like minus 350 degrees, and my boogers are calling out and freezing at the same time. And you're like literally, the cigarette smoke is freezing as it comes out.
It's like dieting. Every time you try to quit, when you fail and go back to smoking, you smoke more than you did before. It's
Yeah.
never fair.
It's like your body's way of catching up.
It's like, I'm gonna teach you to quit smoking. You just need to have more of that.
Holy
That's the thing.
fuck! Are you kidding me, Maya?
I was vape smoking and like kind of
3
hitting my
times a day?
vape for the flavor and then smoking a cigarette. What I did is I started making my own eat liquid. It's anhydrous glycerin, some propylene glycol, and some Loran candy oils for flavoring.
Oh.
And bam, you have eat liquid that doesn't have any of the crazy
E-liquid.
weird
I
shit.
said eat liquid. Like, how do you
Eat liquid. Well, what I did is I jumped my nicotine levels up super high. It's harsh, but what it did is it raised my nicotine tolerance up beyond the point on which cigarettes could handle. So I started craving my vape more than I did the cigarettes. The cigarettes became obsolete, and I would smoke a cigarette and be looking at my vape like, oh, I want to hit that thing because that's what's gonna do the craving. And after a while, the cigarettes just became obsolete, and I'm just like, did that whole, put my cigarette out, gave the rest of my pack to the next available smoker, and said, I'm fucking done. And then slowly tapered my nicotine down to a more comfortable, safer level, and that's it. Never look back.
Oh, nicotine won't harm you. It's just addictive.
Well, nicotine is a known poison. It can harm you. There is an LD50 registered for nicotine.
Yeah, it does do ugly things to your arteries.
But it's not really that much worse for your system
Or the
than
tar.
like caffeine by itself. It's just when you
Fuck you. I like
pair
that.
it with all the shit that's in tobacco.
I like all the
I
bad
mean-
things: alcohol,
I do too.
caffeine, nicotine.
Yeah, I mean, let's
Wake and
not kid ourselves.
Marijuana.
Ingesting a known poison is not in the health section.
Scotch.
It is much,
Scotch.
much safer than
Bourbon.
Scotch.
Scotch.
I love Scotch.
There's the Glenfiddich.
Listen,
Is there a bottle in there? Neil? Is there a bottle in that? I
is
can't
there,
imagine there is.
no. I have one of my fucking pairs of pants in here. What do you think's in here? That's a
Like,
bottle.
I know he hasn't busted out that Glenfiddich case for so many weeks and it hasn't touched it
So
yet.
many weeks. Well, I wasn't even supposed to actually crack it because it's supposed to be for a special occasion. Like when I was going to donate my kidney to save a friend of mine, and it ended up that I couldn't. He bought me this a couple of weeks after I announced that I was going to do that.
Do you have special occasion pants?
I have all kinds of pants. I've got special occasion
Bravo.
pants. I've got fancy pants. I've got
Oh my goodness.
extra shielding in case I have to, miss the bathroom. I've got pants.
That reminds me of a joke from Bill Engvall. Like, if you know it, then yeah.
You know what? You ought to have Neil. You ought to put your nickname in with your Twitter handle as Fancy Pants.
Neil the Fancy Pants Atheist.
Yeah, Neil the Fancy Pants Atheist. Yeah. Because aren't those the pants you were wearing when all them elderly ladies were grabbing your hair and your butt?
Hey, elderly
Fancy
ladies need love too.
Yeah, well,
Come here!
yeah, it happens a lot. Like,
Little whippersnapper.
That's such a cute butt.
well, I was standing on a street corner, and they come up to you and they just grab your hair. It's like, you have such lovely hair. And they get a pat on the bum or something. It's like, oh, gee.
It's like, what are you doing later, lady?
Here's my number.
Or
Why
was
don't you
it
whip
heavy metal pants?
Metal pants. What am I,
Now,
the Tin Man?
that is Neil, the 604 humanist, right there.
Equal opportunity lover.
And it happened
He was
like
a generous
3 weeks
man.
ago. In fucking Walmart, it happened.
Well, everything happens in Walmart.
Everything's okay at Walmart.
You know those self-checkout things you got there, because nobody needs a job anymore. And I'm using one of those self-checkout things, and I could see her out of the corner of my eye, kind of looking at my hair. At least I think it was, and it was confirmed when a clump of it was grabbed on the way by. It's like, you have such lovely hair. I'm like,
That's
thanks.
so not cool.
It's like, no touchy. No touchy.
Like, I have an honest to God actual hair fetish and would never, ever just walk up and touch somebody's hair. That just blows me away.
Number one, you compliment. Number two, you ask for permission.
Right
Consent always.
here.
It's like they know I don't give a shit.
No, you can't assume such a thing.
Well, yeah, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, if they grab it and I just like, yeah, thank you. No, go away.
It's awesome being petted by random people. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I had hair down.
Stay out of my bubble.
I used to have super duper long hair, and I would always get like people like, "Oh my god, your hair is so pretty," and like they'd like pat my head. I'm like, just keep doing what you're doing.
I had no idea people still use the word super duper.
Super duper.
I'm bringing it back.
I said cool beans one time, and and a lady said, "Oh my god, you made my day! I have never heard anybody say that in forever." I'm like, "Cool beans?" She goes, "Yeah, that." I'm like,
I
"Okay."
say that all the time.
I still
Yeah, I
think
know.
rude.
Like you're
When
more
you get
likely
right in
to
their
get
face
that
and
out
go,
of me
cool beans,
for
cool
this
beans, cool beans,
ringtone.
cool beans, cool beans, cool beans, cool beans.
What if
I
you
was
like
gonna-
worked in like a refrigerated bean factory and never heard that? That would be amazing.
Cool beans.
My
And name it
Bobby
cool
O'Hare.
beans.
They're like, just don't say it, dude. We're sick of that fucking one.
Me and my coworkers, since I work in a deli, we just make cheese puns all the time. And it's like, if we can't even come up with original ones, it's just the same ones. They're like, oh yeah, this is very Gouda. Oh, that was a bad one. I could do cheddar.
Yeah, both those jokes were pretty cheesy.
Absolutely.
I don't remember who said this, but being petted by random strangers, was that you, IQ?
It was,
Yeah.
That's
it was like 3 seconds ago, man.
I know that, but I was gonna say that's how I ended up married.
What? Okay.
You almost got
Look
Neil.
at Neil.
Shit.
Shit. Come out his eyes.
Fucking on my brand new computer screen, you prick.
Yes. I got him.
Yeah, we're all gonna have to
Yes!
put in and get a sneeze guard for Neil's computer. So
Achievement
I
unlocked.
got the face. I got the screen that comes down, so people will go. As they're grabbing.
so he doesn't spit beer on his keyboard.
Then you get a squeegee for the screen and just be like,
I actually fucking have one.
You
somewhere.
bastard.
It's not
You said
really
you installed your HD camera, Neil. Why are you always so blurry? Oh, that's my laugh shield.
So when I come on, he doesn't spit it all over the fucking place.
No, like, you know, like he sees you hop into the stream, he's like, oh, hold on, and like you see him flip it down.
Yeah, no shit.
Fat
and then
screen.
we'll all like get in a contest to see who can make him like spit take the most.
Let's see, let's razz the shit out of Neil Hour.
I think I would win. I think I would win.
Maybe.
I won this round though.
Well, yeah, because it's
All right.
twice now. Almost came out my fucking nose.
All right. I got the next one. I'll pull out my secret weapon.
I'm going to do some preventative measures here. Hang on.
Getting his spit shield out.
There
There you go.
Not-
Oh my god.
You could have done better than that, Neil.
I didn't have my earplugs here, okay?
No, you could have gone like super absorbency.
First I ever saw.
I do have these like jam one up here and jam one up here. And, you know.
That's what I do for a bloody nose.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. Oh look, he's got wads of paper in his nose. He must have a bloody nose.
I just come off on the street and be like,
Randall
more!
did it in the chat.
How about some?
Go ahead and make fun of me. I've got extra toilet paper.
Oh,
Yeah, but you don't have a squeegee.
Oh,
Oh,
I
jeez.
think I broke a rib.
Sound like a fucking Furby. Remember those things?
Well, I used to have one.
I have one in my closet. I don't let it go. I don't ever let it out.
My sister pissed mine off, actually. Like, she was playing with it, and it kept asking for food. And then, like, when she wouldn't feed it, do the little thing, it finally just, it blinked, and then went, food! And she dropped it. And, like,
And now it's chained up, wrapped up in a little box, like the box from Hellraiser in her glove.
yeah. But, like, let me tell you. Yeah, but let me tell you, if the batteries start dying on that thing, that's when it starts, like, it'll, like,
Yeah, like randomly at 3 a.m.
Yes, in the middle of the
You can't
night,
stop.
you the hell out. Yes.
Yeah, I threw one out the window because of that once. The
I
girl I
still
was
make Furbies.
No batteries.
fucking happy.
So
You
it's
threw my
probably
Furby out the window. Yes, I did. If you get enough,
Me,
fucking follow that one out the window.
had one of those. My mother had one of those. That was the weirdest thing. That woman
I fucking
never thought about a toy in her. She bought a damn Furby.
I had like Transformers and Lego and you give me that shit any day of the week. None of goddamn fucking Furbies.
Oh my goodness.
what?
I have a blast from the past. Give me one moment.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
She's
Should
gonna
we,
go
should
get
we
the
be
Furby.
worried?
Oh, my
Maybe.
If you see
parents.
some hooked chains fly across the screen first,
Okay,
and the light starts glowing through the walls, I'm out.
She's got a kunai on a chain or something.
I hate to say, y'all, I gotta get out.
Pleasure.
I'm gonna have to get out of the stream because I gotta go to bed soon because I gotta be up early to go deliver my treadmill. So whoever wants to pop in my spot, then I will
we're
say
not-
good
we're
night.
not-
There's only 5 people in right now.
Yeah, we're not at full capacity, and nobody likes me anyway, so you're okay.
Hey,
Okay.
we love you.
Yeah, people don't like you. They love you.
They love you.
Oh my god!
What the fuck? Okay.
This is my old pull-string toy, and it still works.
Too bad
Not
Nadine
the
isn't
mama.
in the chat because she'd be fucking losing it right now.
Did it,
That is
did it just say you have shit in your mouth?
No, it says, I'm hungry, feed my mouth.
Oh.
Hey,
No.
hey, Matthew.
Yeah.
Sweet
That's
dreams, man.
scary.
All right, man.
Oh, thank you, Josh. See y'all later.
Peace out, metal brother.
Bye. Bye,
Glad you
Mommy.
seen me and liked it.
I'm just happy you didn't actually make anything come out of my nose. So
Yet, give it time.
yeah. No, he's gone now. It's okay. Well, mind you, there's you guys I got to contend, but still.
Oh my goodness. I know my family can hear me in here cackling like a wild animal. They're probably, what is Granny doing in there?
Yeah. So there you go. You sound like the witch from the old Looney Tunes. Every time she would take off, there
Hazel.
were hairpins in the air and shit like that.
Yes.
Yep.
Hazel,
What the
that's
heck?
it.
Which Hazel?
Yep, witch Hazel.
And
And
you
I'm
Betty
fucking
Rubble.
spilling shit everywhere here.
Like, if I could do it louder, I'm like more evil. I've scared people. But my dad is downstairs and he's like, what are you doing up there? Nothing.
Had you Betty Rubble?
Yeah, I used to do a bunch of voices. Lots of them.
I'm like a horse with its mouth closed.
I can do a decent Dino.
Is that really a voice or is that just barking?
Pretty much just barking, because, I mean, that's all the Dino does. Dino doesn't talk.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, I think it's more guttural, though. It's like, I don't know.
All right, everybody. I got a split. I've got a child upstairs involving something about a 5-year-old telling me a flying object and an eyeball. Something. I got to go investigate. So,
Oh my goodness. Go sleep.
Wow.
Party.
kids,
Run.
it happens.
Well,
Anyway.
I'm going to be quitting the sucker in about 10 minutes anyway. So thanks for
Awesome.
jumping
Well,
in.
Great chatting with everybody. Take it easy.
Nice to meet you.
Peace out. Go
And then
play
there were 3.
3 little Indians. 1 little, 2 little. Oh, wait. Is that even appropriate to sing that song anymore? Because you don't really hear it, do you?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I'm sure now in school it's cultural appropriation.
Yeah. Or they changed it to 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Native Americans.
Yeah, that don't fit.
I don't mean to like upset anyone with that, but it's,
No.
it's
People
just
should
like
have.
it's the way it seems to be these days.
I think there's a huge difference between, people talk about politically correct and stuff. I think if you just insert the word kind in there instead of politically correct, that's a good judge of whether you should say it or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yep.
you're being unkind, don't say it. If you're being funny and don't mean it nasty, then most of the time I think it's okay. Humor is one of those art forms that's kind of, anything's game.
Pretty much, yeah.
If you can make a joke about death, that's funny. Regardless of whether it's a sad.
I'm pretty sure Death himself doesn't find it very funny. He's like, I'm coming for you next.
And it's like, well, come on, Mr. Skeleton Head.
Yeah, I don't think anything is sacred, not really. But,
no. I don't want to intentionally piss people off, obviously.
Well, no. I don't want to give the impression that I'm a bigot in any way or anything like that. But
yeah, it's like, and mistakes happen, but it's like you're only human.
Yeah.
Well, there's things I can honestly admit I don't know a lot about.
Sure.
And so if I use the wrong pronoun or something, I would expect that person to correct me.
Yeah.
That's fine. Correct. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't intend to harm you in any way. I will remember for next time. But it's the ones that don't even give you a chance to be corrected and do better. They're oh, well, you're this phobe or you're a that phobe or you're a bigot or you're this.
They're
no, I'm really not.
People like
human,
that.
Yeah.
Most of them, as many of them have told me, are the opposite. They're like, actually, I go by they or she or he or whatever. Yeah. And they'll tell you. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. And they don't really get over shit like that because they don't expect you to know right off the top.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So, well, some pretty cool.
The ones that make such a big stink over it are just the ones looking for attention. So.
Oh wow.
It wouldn't matter what the subject matter was. They're just looking for attention. That's just my old granny opinion.
Yeah. I remember.
Excuse me, I am this and that.
I think you're right, Julie. It was No Illusions that said that. Sometimes satire is the only place the truth can find sanctuary.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it was.
Sometimes it's the only place you can really be. It's the only place you can really be straight with it.
And honestly, if you can't laugh at yourself, then like yourself in your own situation, then what's the point?
Yep, and I always say that.
Yeah, never take yourself too seriously. Ever.
I know, like I make fat jokes about myself all the time, and like I even made up a bloody song about it to the tune of "Baby Got Back." I just like literally just start dancing around. I'm like, I got a big butt and I cannot lie. It jiggles from side to side. And I'm like, I can do that. I can do self-deprecating humor. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not denying the fact.
All my feelings have been hurt already. I'm pretty good. There's not much to hurt.
I've been bullied and insulted. It's like, you really sticks and stones, man. You can't hurt my feelings too much. You can make me mad, but if you do something to hurt other people, I'm well more in defense of other people than myself. You can think what you want about me. I don't give a rat's behind.
Me either.
But don't mess with people that I love.
Because
I'm not above
coming down. And I've got a pretty big fucking hammer around here somewhere.
Yeah. I might not be burly, but I can shred my tongue and I can slice you to bits with my eyeballs. So.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you had a butterfly knife.
You got the stare.
I do. I have perfected the look. You can ask the children. I have perfected the look. That.
Oh yeah. I'm already scared. I'm just going to go over here.
Oh my God, this has been so much fun. I have enjoyed this so much.
Well, guys, I'm gonna be take off because I gotta go and hang out with a friend. So, like an IRL friend.
Yeah.
Because
I actually so much for having me on.
Oh, it was a pleasure, Angie. Awesome. So much fun having you. And thanks for jumping in here as well, Kim.
Yeah,
no problem. I was having fun too.
Dragon Queen.
This is your first one, I think. Right?
I'm sorry.
This is your first time in one of these, I think, one of mine, I believe.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. Okay. I always welcome new people because there's some fresh faces and some fresh voices and some fresh humor and some. If I keep going with the fresh,
for Adelinda,
food, and then I'm going to want to go.
Yeah, Yeah, for some reason my tablet now wants to like black out like it normally does when you don't touch it. I think it happened when I was turning off and on the camera to show my thing. So it's like I have to keep touching the screen now so it doesn't black out.
It got sleepy.
Just do the display settings and set it for like 10 minutes or something. And you should be
Yeah, I should. I'm just like, I'm too lazy. I keep it default most of the time.
It's right in front of me. But
I'm one of those. I try not to jack with my settings too much. I'm afraid I'll screw something up.
well,
Exactly.
so I gotta make
The
sure.
computer is happy this way. We're gonna let it stay happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's always your best bet.
It's like it's doing its thing.
Just let it be. All right,
Well,
guys.
thank you, everybody in the chat.
Yeah, thanks for
Good
hanging
to
out
see
with us, guys.
everybody.
Hope you guys had
Good
fun.
night, everybody.
Pretty ridiculous, but we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Beer almost came out of my nose almost 3 times tonight. That's almost the record.
Next time it will happen.
We'll make
Oh, that's my new goal.
let's make beer come out of Neil's nose.
That's
We
my new
will
goal,
make
yeah.
it happen. We will.
I'll pursue that one.
All right, everyone. As I always say at the end of these
Bye,
things,
guys.
it's called faith because it's not knowledge. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.